Today we're going to make a phone holder. So I'm trying something new. I am not in my shop in Boston. As you can see, there are no white brick walls behind me. I am in my shop in California. So there's that. I'll be doing this a couple times a year. Let me know what you think. I don't necessarily care, but I like to know what's going on. I actually made this build today out of a single piece of plywood that I found in my shop. It was 3¼ inches wide and 3 feet long, and I thought to myself, what could I build out of this? So it was an experiment. It turned out exactly how I thought it would, kind of. And I hope you enjoy it. I hope this pushes you to build something out of a scrap piece that you might have thrown away otherwise. And really, I just hope you build something. And then let me know about it. I'd love to hear it. Here's the video. I drilled a couple of holes in my piece to have a better entry and exit point for my jigsaw. There's not a whole lot to say about this part, only I'm really working on trying to keep my jigsaw line straight. It's not easy, for me. So whenever the possibility arises, I use my chop saw. I use my first piece as a template to cut the second piece to the same dimensions. After cutting out the two mostly identical cradle pieces, I then cut the base. So there are 3 pieces. One of them has 2 slots in it. The center is for the power cord and the longer one is for the plug-in for the phone piece. On the center one, I actually did mark out a place for the phone cord, but it didn't need it, so I only cut out the middle part. I then cut out the middle brace that holds all the pieces together. I braced my random orbit sander against the table to sand my pieces. It worked just fine. And just a little hand sanding to smooth out the edges. Now for this next cut, I turned my chop saw all the way to the side. I think it's a 45-degree angle. And it cut like a charm, because that's what it does. I glued the support piece to the back of the phone holder, right in the center, and then screwed it on. Then I stacked and glued and screwed all the base pieces together. I forgot to record myself drilling the first hole for the power cord to go through, but the second hole looks the same, so there you go. The assembly part is pretty straightforward. Just make sure that you pre-drill before you screw it together. I also added a small piece to support the base of the 2 cradle pieces. Then it's just a matter of finding the angle that looks right where both pieces hit the ground, and you're good to go. And I finished it with 1 coat of polyacrylic. For more detailed information, check out my website, where you can also find a plan set for this. Follow me on Instagram if you want to know what I do aside from woodworking or whatever it is I do here. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you want to see what I'm doing next, and give me a thumbs up, because that is the nice thing to do. And leave me a comment, because I read them all, and I sometimes answer, and I'm sometimes not snarky. That last part isn't true. I'm doing something a little bit different today. I'm not in my shop in Boston. I should really not stroke my beard. Awkward. I don't normally do introductions, so cool.